All right, I got a little bit of time to kill, so I was going to play some Tour 9. I'm in my odd account, trying to get my trophies back. Somebody lost all my trophies. And all of the cash that was in this account. I'm right on the verge of not having enough cash to play Tour 9 and having to go build up a bankroll in Tour 8, but if I get below 15 million, I'll probably go work on my bankroll. I suppose we could use that wind. I suppose we could. Actually, I really just need to get over there. 8 should be it's 1.5 per ring, so there's 7.5. There's 8, 9. If I did 10%, we'll put on about a half curl. Totally unprepared. I came out here and like, what the hell are you doing? Totally unprepared. Totally. Like, shit, I haven't played these. I don't know that I've ever played this course other than just in tournament play. So I'm in tournament play, you come out here and you're all set up for it. You got the right club, you got the right ball, you got the right secondary club, you got everything as a hunky-dory. This account has the same, pretty much every club is exactly the same as it is in my or my 77 account, except I have a level 7 Kingfisher in my 77 account, and here I only have like a level 5. Now my opponent, okay, they made it out, but if they hadn't made it out, they were in big ass trouble. They still might be in big trouble, because shit, I'm barely gonna be able to get up there close with this. This would be a good time to have like a Cataclysm in your bag or some bigger hitting club. And that's not a lot of headwind. $10.6. There's 10. There's 11. Do I have any forward moving wind? Well, there was. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. And I will probably clip the rough on the other side. Right there. Ooh. I could have hit that one ring great on the left and been able to do it, but that with that curl that was on there, anything great to the left, the second bounce, it gets longer over on the other side here. And so if you hit it to the left, you got to hit the ball farther in order to clear the rough. That's all right. When you know your opponent's in a spot like that, you really want to put the hammer down on them, but I should have been smart and just laid it up out there in front and taken my short iron shot into it. Why not? Let's make a game of it. I'll just have to make this shot. Where am I at? There's max. There's mid. I'm at like 3/4. $7.7 divided by 2. I'm going to do, it's 3.85 rings. There's 3.85. Oh! I've been playing a lot in my lower level account just to work on clubs and stuff, and I'm used to the timing down there. I gotta get used to the timing up here. Dagnabbit. always like it when people nonchalantly just set it up. Either you don't have any faith in your Nirvana and you're just trying to put it up there, and then they make it. Like that. Good game. I'm not going to say that was a nice shot. That was a fucking winging it. That was like, if you can't be good, be lucky. I would like to play them again though. No dice in that. I had my shot and I didn't capitalize on it. I gotta play cutthroat here. If we're playing this, you gotta be cutthroat about it. Let's buy some. I got 9 games in it. We'll play with katanas. Selected. The big question is on some of these holes. I'd like to get my Cataclysm to level 6 because at level 7 it becomes like the shit club. I mean, it is like, why would you play with your sniper anymore? It has like 4.2 ball guide and everything else it's a really good club when it gets to level 7. The accuracy is not quite there, but it doesn't matter. Everything, the accuracy stuff is easy to go around. My hammerhead's not quite as good. I haven't got it up in levels. There's some of these clubs, just from playing so much with my 77 account, I've been able to get some of these clubs up just a little bit higher. That'll work. That bag will work. If I can't make it with that bag, I just can't make it. I was waiting around the other day and I was going to try and play with Dunner on Friday. I saved my auto account and I was watching TV and I was like, oh shit, we didn't play. And I didn't get either of my other 2 accounts in. So I was just playing while I was watching TV and popped off at 30. Got 3 Albies. It was a pretty good round. And I didn't have my calculator with me. I didn't have anything. I was just playing. I was just acting like I was playing one-on-one. That headwind blows. Literally and figuratively. Pun intended. Yeah. This isn't a hole to hit good on the drive. Not a good hole to hit good on the drive. Let's see if I can get over there with that spin. 8.9 divided by 1.5. 6 rings. I have 6 rings of movement in me. There's 6, and I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to go all the way back to the red line. And I'm going to put just a titch of overpower on it. Not a lot, but just enough to make just enough to let me know I'm in overpower, but not enough to make the needle go any faster. That's quite a bit short of where I wanted. I needed a little teeny bit more overpower. I'm hesitant on some of these holes to add on too much wind because the wind's high, and if you're like, oh, that's a 20%, and you got a 9-mile-an-hour wind, that's 1.8 rings or 1.8 miles per hour. So on a lot of these clubs, that's a couple rings of extra movement. Since I don't know what the adjustments would be on a lot of these holes, I'm not too keen on getting too jiggy. I do got an opportunity to get on here, and I got kind of a free shot. Not really a free shot, but kind of. That'll put me in the sand down there at the bottom. Right. I might bounce over it. Whew. That was lucky. I can't believe I made it over that sand. This bounce right here, this bounce on this hill, it's on the hill like this, and so when it took that bounce, instead of going straight up and doing what the ball guy was saying, I think it hit on the hill face and dove forward, got me a little bit more distance. And because of the sand, I probably overpulled it. It's a combination. Can't be good, be lucky. The force is with me. I am one with the force. At least I give myself a look at it. I'm not sure I can run topspin here. My dog is seeing squirrels. There's squirrels everywhere, Buster. That's not good. In the hole! In the hole! We have a fence in our backyard, and then it drops down like 40 feet to the street, 30 feet to the street, and there's a power line. Well, communication lines that run, the power lines run way up high, but down low there's communication bundles, and the squirrels run from the front of the property where the trees are at, where they have their nest, and then they run back to the back. There's another big tree in the back, and they get pine cones and hazelnuts. And then hump everything to the front. It's their expressway. They could walk on the other side of the fence, but they take the expressway as often as they can. Let's open it. I've been trying to play this account a little bit because I only have like 70 days left of the club card trading, so I've been trying to... I had like 15 days left of the club card trading, and then I went in and started playing it a little bit more, just so that I could start building some of them up to give me a few more days. I'm almost at the point. I'm at the point right now where I have enough in my 77 account that I'm willing to upgrade my last rare, but I have like 9,600 and some change into it, and I want to see if they made it so that you could have 10,000 extra club cards. So I have a few more times of dumping into it, and then we'll see as soon as I get it over 10,000, then I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it. We'll be good to go. Now I have some leeway. When I first started, I didn't have enough to get the club cards that I wanted. That way I was only able to put stuff into the ones that I wanted to upgrade. I don't like going out in tournament play. I don't go at it this way. There is a rough bump that you can do right there, but you can go over to the other side. You can come through this finger and come out there. $5.3. If I add on 10%, that'd be $5.8. That's $5.8. Push back to the red line. Isn't it perfect? Just try and float it out there. That is definitely uphill. If the physics in the game were accurate, that shot right there would definitely, we'd be taking some wind off. And there is a rough bump right there, but man, it's one of those deals. If you make the wrong pull with an 11.8 wind, 10% is 1.2 rings basically on a sniper. And if you're in this area right here, you're going to have maybe 1.5 rings. So If you make a bad pull, it could easily push you in the sand, or you could miss the rough entirely. It's a little bit easier when you play in rookie, or you've got, even if you're playing in like Tour 5, 6, 7, where the winds are 7 miles an hour. That's going to roll. It's going to catch it. Roll away just a bit. The wind is blowing. The wind is blowing. There's Max. .6. I'm just going to do a full pull. I'm just going to do 11.6 rings. There's 10. There's 1.6. 11.6. Hitting it perfect. Need like a 10 or a 15% pull. Need to add on 10 or 15%. That's why I'm saying that was definitely uphill. I don't care what plane you're on, that's uphill. I hate these kind of putts. These uphill, side hill. Now here it's not too bad because you can still see the cup, but it's really bad when you're just a little bit further down the hill and you can't see the cup on the other side. You can see the glow, barely, but I'm not a fan of those types of putts. Plus that was a long putt. And I definitely don't like long putts. Have I mentioned before that I'm a shitty putter? Shitty might be too good of a word. Man, this is a tough ass shootout here too. This is one of those shootouts. The last time we were playing this in a tournament, we were just trying to figure out where to go. I think in rookie there is a rough bump that you can do here, but I'm not sure that's what we were doing. What is, get my notes out here for my clubs. See how my opponent does. It's easy to end up long here. It wants to go long for sure. For sure. I don't like that. Five. I'm going to do 6. It's a 20% pull. I'm going to lean just a little. Perfecto. Seemed like it was running in here really fast. That's why I put the backspin on it. I think before, the way the ball guide looks is you need to put topspin on it, but everything's so downhill that it will roll out. And my opponent was off the green, so all I had to do was get somewhere on the green, half-ass close to the cup, and winner, winner, chicken dinner. I got too small a bankroll to be messing around too much. I can have a little bit of fun. In my 77 account, I could play Tour 7, and I can have a lot of fun out there. But let's not be pressing our luck here with it. You get into just a slight little losing streak, and you're really stressing. I know it seems a little funny. Some of you have probably but those of you that are first-time players, it's really important that if you go up, you don't have to go back down and build your bankroll. You want to build your bankroll in Tour 8. So by the time you get to Tour 9, you can go here and stay and play until you get it maxed out. I think the first time I went up, I had like 75 million when I went to Tour 9. Won 16 in a row, and then took 3 months in order to max out the in order to max it out. They changed the holes. I won 16. I went to bed and I woke up the next morning and they put City Park, not Parc de Paris, but I think it's City Park, which has got 2 holes in it that are birdie holes with eagle opportunities, par 5s. It's a pretty tough course to play on. I had like mid-level stuff. I think I had an extra mile 6 at the time. And that was the best club in my bag. Well, maybe not the best club in my bag, but the best club for hitting off the tee. All right, let's see if we can. I should change my bags up because I need a bag that's got, for this hole particularly, I don't think I have. I'm going to take my number 1 bag. $5 miles an hour. I'm going to do a 10%. Pull it right there. About that much curl. Isn't it perfect? And we'll see if I can end up in the fairway and at least give myself a look at it. Nope. 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 Not enough curl. It was enough curl until I hit the middle. You can see how that course is sloped. So it hit that middle area and then everything broke to the right. And there is no reason in this particular point to put yourself back in the rough. Because I can tell you, if I get in the clear, I am going for it. And why would you take a risk of putting yourself back in the rough? And it's not that you can't go for it with your Nirvana if you ended up back in the rough, but why take the risk? Just lay it up there. Recover. Put yourself in the right spot. It's 2 per ring. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Hitting it perfect. Trying to get my timing down. Now my opponent, I think, is a little bit closer, but we're on the same plane. I think I got the same. Wish they'd scroll down and let me see where they were at, but it seems like they were here and I'm like right here below them. And as far as distance in this direction, I might have gotten as much distance as them, but they're closer to the cut because they hit over on the left-hand side. I'd like to come at it from the bottom where it's flat and use left-hand side spin and try and keep it on the flat down there. They're on this hill, and that first bounce, it pushes the ball off to the right. And can throw the ball pretty hard. See what I'm saying? It's making it go to the right. I was hoping I could get down here to the bottom and make it over, but that's not going to work. I got as much as I can get on there. Grizzly. There's 5, 6, 7, 3. I'm going to do 8. Lean to the left just a little. See if I can shorten up my putt. put the pressure on my opponent and make them have to make this. I can see this hole as being, I want to carry a bag just for this hole. Because even if you make it onto that pad that I was on down there, it's a difficult shot to get up to the green, and people are going to be doing max overpower, and a lot of time we're going to be getting headwind. And so it would be nice to have a big dog or a Cataclysm in my bag. I think when your Cataclysm gets to level 6, and I think mine is to level 6, it actually gets better than the big dog. But up until that point, the big dog, if you got a big dog maxed out, it's the better club. In the hole. I've been trying to play some of these pro stuff because there's a bunch of courses like Waterfield Sands that I've only played in tournaments. And so trying to play a little bit of Tour 7. And I was playing some Tour 8 here a couple months ago with this account. Try and get all my trophies back. Just quite a few. The deal is if you can get your trophies, I think it's over 4,000, somewhere in that neighborhood, 3,200, 4,000. Might be, I'm not sure where it is now, to be honest with you. I'll have to ask, but if you get it to a certain point, you start getting the opportunity where the Apocalypse is in the store. And that is definitely one club I'd buy 3 every time it was in the store. Let's clear it off. We're trying to play for gold chests here. Golds. Some Tour 9. Oh, hold on. Let's go back and look at my bags here. So I got that bag, and I got my APOC bag. And I got a bag set up with a Thor's hammer. And I got... I'm going to switch this bag up. I've been trying to play more with my Apocalypse just so I can get used to it. And the one thing I like about the Rock is that it has lots of ball guides, so you can really see where you're going. Like if you're doing an accurate shot, it's between your quarterback and your Rock. But I'm not sure how many of these holes here I'm actually going to be playing my Rock. And I like playing down here with the Apocalypse because it has backspin and topspin. Ball guide's not the greatest, but it's not bad. And so I got a level 5 Cataclysm. Distance is a little better. Accuracy's... let's switch that up. Distance is the same. Accuracy is the same. The big dog's got a little more topspin. Titch more backspin. The only thing better about the Cataclysm is the ball guide, and I'm thinking at this point, if you're bringing out your big dog, you're bringing it out because you want distance, and it has more topspin. So I'm going to play with the big dog. I can't think of any time where there is a few rough bumps that the Goliath is a better club, but here's the thing about having big hitting long irons. You think about money clubs. If you look at all the clubs that are in your bag, the ones that make you the most money. Now, drivers are ones that set you up. So, like the driver is definitely something you got to have in order to set yourself up in the right spot. And there are some holes that we hit in with our woods, but our main money shots, and there are some par 3s, but our main money clubs are long irons and short irons. And I have never really found myself, typically when I play with a long iron, I put on a little teeny bit of backspin. I mean, it's the exception rather than the rule. I have to put topspin on it. And it's typically on rough bumps. And there are some holes with the rough bump that you can only get it done with the Goliath. But I'm going to switch that up to a Grizzly. Yeah, with the winds that are here, I'm going to play with my Goliath. Let's play with that. All right. So I can switch between my number 5 and number 3 bag if I get back on that hole. I better quit dicking around with. Let's look at what do I have for power balls. I like playing it with a katana because this course I like the side spin. Power's not bad, but I do like 3 side spin. I like everything about this ball for this course. The power, the side spin, and the wind. Let's buy 45 of them. Let's make sure we have some. If this is going to be the ball that I'm going to play Tour 9 with. And you can play it with a Quasar, but I really want it. It is going to slightly increase my ability to win. I think the first time I played Tour 9, I was playing with a Titan, so I must have gotten a little bit better. I remember the question being posed, what do people spend their gems on? And I was like, do you spend gems on stuff other than buying Titans? 8.5 times 1.1 divided by 1.5. 623. I want to be back in this area. 6.23 rings. Okay, let me grab a hold of the frickin' ring set. There's 5, 6 and a quarter. I'm gonna do an extra bit. And I hit it great to the right. If you're gonna hit it one way or the other, great. That was the better way to hit it great to the, you're hitting into the wind. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa down. This would have been a good hole to bring out that big dog. And I think I have my number 5 bag. My opponent's got a level 8 Apocalypse. And a Marlin. They should be fine. Just fine. Let's see if they bring out a level 8 Cataclysm so you can see what it looks like. It looks pretty fucking awesome is what it looks like. .2. I'm gonna do a 7. That's almost a 15%. There's 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna slightly lean. I'm gonna rub the nubs. I'm pinching them right there. That was no rub right there. That was a pinch. And it still pushed me off, so I did 6.2 times that was about a 15, not quite a 15%. Not quite. My opponent can easily get up there. Well, I'm not going to say easily, but they can get up there, so 10 billion earned. Jesus. Jesus. That'll be up there. That will be there. Make sure we get in the hole. Oh fuck, I'm not in the hole. Maybe I'm in the hole. We had the moment of wait time. I think when they say, hey, if the angle's behind the screen, pause for a second and a half to make them wait. The suspense. I really want to beat this person. I do have a better ball than them, but they have better clubs than me. So this is I feel like this is a fair match. So I really want to. I'm not a fan of putting my ball off the cup. If they hit that great to the left, they could miss it. And they started off on this off the cup over here, and here's the flagpole. They hit on the left-hand side of the flagpole. The wind did push them over, but a great to the left from that distance is slightly wider than half the cup, and you can miss right on the lip. You got to be careful. This hole's tricky because you got to get, yeah, we're probably going to be using our APOC. Which should be 2.0 at min. Gave me a shot. I'm going to be using my sniper. Eight, 6. It'll be a 10. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. I'm going to do a little bit extra, like 10%. And I hit it 2 rings great to the left, which is bad. That means it's not going to get to the green. It won't roll. Oh, I got lucky in it. If it doesn't have quite a, once it rolls, once it gets to the lip up there at the top, even if it just barely gets over, it'll roll down to the cup. But it's easy to leave it right up at the top. When you hit a great to the left, it takes, you're farther away from it, so you're just barely dribbling off of it to start off with. When you hit great to the left, it doesn't make the dribble. Here we have it. Oh, I should have replayed those people. What was I thinking? That would have been a great person to replay. Great person to replay. Damn it. Here we go. Getting out on the course. Playing some Golf Clash. With Hunter from the Thunder Dogs, of course. Hey, hey, we're the kings of golf. And we're not messing around. With the original pin placement, I definitely like playing this on the left-hand side better. Or excuse me, the right-hand side better, where my opponent's going. But if the pin placement's in, they've changed the pins here. You got 1s and 2s. If they change it to the 1, or the 2, excuse me, it's better to play it from the left. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That's right. And I'm going to try and capitalize on the fact that my opponent fucked up. And I'm just going to try and put it over here. And they forfeited. I would not have forfeited. I will tell you right now. It just needs some space. I will tell you right now, don't forfeit. I know. Hey, I've done that shit. Shit, go back and watch the last video from me playing the tournament and just being like fuck, you want to talk about every rookie move. I know. I've been there. I've put it in the drink. I've fucked up. I've done the stupidest shit. Everything that you can possibly think of that you go, damn, I must be the stupidest bastard in the world. I just did that. I have done that, and I have done it 10 times. So I have not only not learned from my mistakes, I've made this, it's just a crazy deal. Don't forfeit. Fuck, you paid for it. You're gonna pay for it. Now you're saying that I live in a vacuum and that I was gonna hit that shot really perfect, and I had to make a perfect wind adjustment because I have to get forward enough to make it past the trees on that side. And there's a lot of shit that can go wrong. So don't forfeit. Who knows? You might have made the shot from distance and went, yeah, and got all fired up. Don't forfeit. Ever. At least I want a gold chest, though. Won a gold chest. Tour number 9. I think my buddy Dale Appleby plays tour number 9. I should call him and see if he wants to, we can VPN it, and if there's no guarantee when you're playing one-on-one that we can get hooked up, but if we pick some place where there's not a lot of people playing, we might be able to get hooked up. That's what Dunner and I do. We try and go to a place where there's what the fuck hole is this? Five, 5. There's 4, 5. There's 5, 5. I'm gonna do 5 extra, so I'm gonna do 6. Hit one ring great to the right. And I think I had more room on that side. Nope. We'll see if we can make a rough shot from here. I think we can. I actually don't have any memory of this hole. I'm 100% sure in tournament play, we bring out a bigger ball and we play off of this island trying to hit it forward this way and get it down that zone. I'm sure that's the way to play it. Alright, let's see if we can recover from here. When you get into a bad situation like this, the whole goal is just get on the green. If you can make it, you can, but don't take any risks. Just get up on the green. Make your opponent try and make it from that distance. So, I mean, I could go for it over here, but I'm not fucking around with that. I could put a little bit of curl on it and take it the rest of the way. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to put some curl on it just to bring it back to the cup. And I hit it great to the left. That'll bring it even more back to the cup. Are you getting them squirrels, Buster? That works for me. It works. I keep pushing the thing, but I wasn't pushing it hard enough. They got a Cataclysm 6. Cataclysm 6 gets more backspin, more topspin, and it gets ball guide. At 6, it finally surpasses the big dog. And by the time you get a Cataclysm, depending on how you're playing, by the time you get a Cataclysm, you're going to get more in your big dog. So you're going to play with the big dog for a while. A good while. If you're speeding up, though, I would imagine that you're playing with the Cataclysm just so you can get used to playing with the Cataclysm. Reintroduce yourself to it. Get used to playing with it. Get used to it when it wasn't as good, and then when it starts getting better, you can get those clubs. If you're speeding up and going up to the top and you're getting bigger chests and you're working yourself up in the weekly bracket so you're getting a better percentage of clubs in every chest, you're going to get your clubs upgraded real quick. If you're doing the golf pass, that stuff will get you. I'm iffy about the golf pass. I don't know. You do get practice tokens and you get stuff so you don't have to spend gems on them. But if you're gonna spend money getting gems, And you don't get any gem. This hole blows. No pun intended. Every pun intended. $5.8. That'd be $6.3 if I added on 10%. There's $5, $6, $3. I'm gonna add on a little bit more. Oh, and I hit it great. Seemed like on this hole you need to do, it's almost like if I would have kept pulling with the wind direction there, this is what it seems to me like on this hole. If I keep pulling with the wind direction, I'm actually pulling myself off trajectory. What I need to do is a normal pull and then push back, because I'm going over the sand, like push back in a ring. And that's what I think I'm going to start doing on this hole, is I'm going to take the wind out with a 10% and then I'm going to push in, because even though the times when I've made it over, it's been super close and I've over pulled it. But I think if I keep pulling like that, I'm going to if they would have got a little bit farther, they would have dropped off the backside. It would have been good. Good game. Good game, my man. Good game. Let's see if they'll replay. Let's see if they'll let me get my money back. And they're a good player. Obviously, they beat me. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. There you go. Pull your big boy pants up. I did. I got my ass handed to me and I wanted to replay. Come on. Hey, bro. Knock it off. Little puppies. You want a cookie? You want a cookie, itsy bitsy? You're being a good girl. Hold on. Hold on. We got a serious shot here. And I'm going to take my number 3 bag. Now, it could hurt me. If we make it to a shootout. Okay, there's 7.5, and I'm going to do another half a ring. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can just glide right up along the edge. And just roll out to the end. I don't have any more. I thought I had one more cookie, but I don't have them. I don't have them. I gave them all to you. I was a good daddy. Oh, I do have a half a cookie. Split 2 ways. Now Buster gets 2/3. She gets 1/3. She weighs 4 pounds, and well, she weighs right at 5. And Buster's a whopping 9. She says, well, she's on her food is all weighed out, because just like saying, hey, a quarter of a cup, if you weigh it out, you could do a quarter of a cup and it's 30 ounces and it's 26 ounces and it's 36 ounces and it's 29 ounces and it's 32, and every day it's different. So you can it doesn't sound like it's a lot when you're doing the gram, and we weigh it out in grams. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it can make a big difference on a little teeny dog. I don't even know what my cataclysm hits. Do I have numbers for my cataclysm? It's 1.7, 1.8. $11.3 divided by 1.8 is 627. I'm gonna do 627. I'm gonna do 7. I'm gonna add on like 7%, 5%. And I probably should have added on more, but I think if you're hitting down at the bottom and you're doing the rough bump, you need to add on like 30%. But if you're hitting from up here, I probably needed to add on 30% even from there. It's a ways off. If I'd have times it by 1.3 times, that'd have been 8 rings instead of 627. That would have definitely been closer. If I did 10%, it would have been 6.9, so I added on somewhere in that neighborhood. No, it was 11-2. Excuse me. In. There we go. That shot will work. Perfecto. In the hole. All right, let's see if we can beat this Bendejo in a freaking shootout. I was playing Sakura Hills the other day. I think I got it on video where I was playing hit. I think I did get it on video. The dunk. Hold on. I gotta call him right back as soon as this hole's over. I go first. 10-3. Cataclysm. Alright, it's 10.3 divided by 1 point. I'm gonna do 7 rings. Hey, if I can grab a hold of the rings. There's 6, 7. Isn't it perfect? Close. Close. Get in the hole. My opponent are playing with the same, well, their club's 1 level higher, but we're playing with the same club. 3 billion earned. Got some cheddar. This is the way, I'm not sure how all of them work, but 3 billion, you should be at least a quarter of that still in the bank. So pretty close to $1 billion in the bank or higher for them. I'm not going to say that I'd loaned my account to a buddy for a few years so that he had an account that was very similar to his for practice. So he used this as a practice account. Not saying that he did, but hypothetically. And that when he got it, it had somewhere 250 billion. And it was maxed out in Tour 9 and 10. I probably had a few trophies, one way or the other. I was either maxed out in Tour 10 or pretty damn close because that was the tour I was playing. And then when I got it back, it had 20 million and no trophies in Tour 8, 9, 10, and only about half the trophies in Tour 7, and I was missing trophies all down here. I had to go back. I'll tell you what, when you go up in level, if your goal is to go up to the top and never go back, do not leave these tours without max trophies, because when you get up here and you go down to play, you're only going to be playing replays or somebody else from up there. And more than likely, you're going to be playing replays, and you got to get super close on the greens, or you'll get your ass kicked. And they play minimum score. So if you go out there and you're just jerking around and you make any mistake at all on the fairway, you're going to have to get in the hole because they make minimum score. Replays make minimum score, and they're within 2 yards on the shootout. So it'll be hard. It can be hard to get your trophies down here. So don't ever leave these tours without maxing them out if you're moving up. just a word of advice. And maybe that's just for me, maybe that's just how it worked for me, but ask around, or those of you, you can put comments. If you've had that experience, put comments in there, because it can be difficult to get those trophies back. It's not like it's impossible, but you could end up going down there and having to play for longer than, oh, I'm only missing one trophy, I'm gonna go do it, and you could end up having to play for a freaking day. Because you lose 3 and then you get 2 back, and then you lose 1 and then you win 1 and then you lose 2, and then it can go that way. I have no idea what hole this is. And yes, I could be playing these with a lower ball, but I really am, to be absolutely honest about it, I like the numbers that I'm getting with it, with the wind, the spin, and the power. And it's not necessarily winning me anything, but it's not hurting. Okay, it's 7.5 for a ring set. So there's 7.5. There's 9. And I think I need to lean just a little. And I hit a great on the left, which should only affect me on that first bounce. I have no idea what that shot looks like. This looks like it needs to be a hole with a Guardian. And a Guardian's not a bad club to have. Like, this would be another bag that I set up, because I'm not sure I'm using that number 2 bag at all. Like, I probably could have used my number 2 bag right there. But since most of these holes were getting headwind, it's harder to pull that 1 per ring club. This is the thing on this side, is because you're on that rough, you got to get that rough bump right. Because if you hit too deep on the rough, you'll go straight up in the air and then right back down into the shed. And the whole goal on a hole like this is to make it so that the shot, because you're not going to make these shots from distance every time. The whole goal is just to get up on the green. Yeah, and this would definitely be a good hole for my Guardian. Cataclysm is 1.7. It's 5.4 divided by 1.7. It's 3.17. I'm just going to do a full ring set. So I think on this particular one I could take some wind out. There's 3, 2. Two rings great to the right. A solid ring. Put the pressure on my opponent, make them have to make that. No heroics. I like that side where I'm at much better, and I am happy that the Cataclysm will work on that. But that wouldn't be a bad shot to bring out a Guardian. Although the wind won't get much worse than it was right there, because that was due headwind. Could be stronger, but it's still that direction. Let's see if we can make this putt. Making the putt. Making the putt. Making the putt. Busta. Good boy. Yeah. Alright, winner, chicken dinner. How much time are we got on this? 59 minutes. Hey, it's time to quit anyways. That's perfect timing. Perfect. I'm going to get a 60-minute video in, and we got a 60-minute video in. Look at that. Filled the slots back up. Ready to roll. Want a little bit of cheddar. Not bad. There's a little Tour 9 for you. I still have this account to play in the weekend round, and I might play it tonight. I might play it tomorrow morning. I haven't decided. I set the table pretty high in the opening round, or excuse me, in the opening round by shooting. And I'm the highest person that still hasn't qualified. Let's see what I shot. In the opening round, I shot a 30. I got 3 Albies. And I will tell you, I've been watching my teammates because one of my teammates has been killing this, and I slid it in the back. What the deal is it's plus 10 wherever you're at in your club. And if you're using a sniper and you're in mid club, it'll be plus 10 times the wind, and I always use 2 as my variable. It's W, and then I erase it. The wind equals or divided by your rings, and at mid sniper it's 1.1. So 1.1 and 10%, which is 1.1, balance each other out. So it's just the wind. It's 1-to-1 plus 0.1. I can't remember what the wind direction was on hole number 18, but that plus 0.1 was killer on the front, right in the cup. But on the back, if I hadn't done the 0.1, I would have made it in the hole. But when I added on the 0.1, I pulled it it just smoked the edge. I mean, right on the edge. And the speed was right, and it just ended up right there. Otherwise, I would have had 4. But on the hole number 3 and hole number 6, I took 10% off. I played a mat club minus 10. Got some good sinks on that, and I didn't get one of the par 4s. I was on the green side on hole number 5, and I missed the chip in on the front. So I did leave a little teeny bit on the table. I'm going to count those 2 as leaving some on the table, and I really would have liked to get number 1. I don't know that I hit it into the hole perfect either time, but hole number 1, it's plus 10 plus 0.1. So once again, well, here you're going to be in your long iron, so you're not going to get into that situation. But I really do feel like I got a great round, that I could get a great round. But sometimes I peak in the opening round, and then it's like I fall apart on the week. And it took some monster scores to get in. I shot a 14, and there was a couple 13s that made it. But I think I think there was 1 or 2 13s that made it in the qualification round, but in the opening round, it was like 20. There were some 26s that didn't make it. There was like 10, and I didn't look at it when it was done to see what the deal was, but there was like 10 26s that weren't in when I got in. So that's super tough, and I'm not sure how many 26s made it, like how close they were to the 27s, but I wasn't paying attention. But it is tough. There's going to be a lot of people stacked up at the top. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend round. If you haven't already played, hopefully you have fun, get her done, and I will see you on the next one. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. About 50% of the people that watch the channel aren't subscribers, so hit subscribe. If you got friends in your clan, especially if you got new people in your clan and they want stuff, maybe I can help them. Lead them my direction. I'd appreciate it. That's the whole thing is that I don't really advertise the channel, so if you guys can all help me out, you can hit the like button. That helps with the dynamics and the analytics with YouTube. And I will see you on the next one.